How are these carnivore diet people getting fiber?
I think a lot of them aren't.
They're not.
Yeah. And so, I know a lot of people have great success with carnivore diet in terms how they feel, in terms of, gut health. Well, here's another interesting thing about fiber and gut health. If your gut is imbalanced, and of course that could mean a lot of things. So let's just say microbiome's imbalanced, or you have a parasite or an overgrowth, or bacteria overgrowth, or whatever. There's lots of things that can create imbalance. Often when it's imbalanced, then people can actually tolerate fiber less, when it actually is also what they need. And maybe not all they need, right? There might be other things, again, depending on where the imbalance comes from. But so sometimes people do feel better without fiber, but that doesn't mean that their body doesn't need that, and
Right.
it wouldn't benefit them. So we'll say that. And I think also you have to be creative sometimes if you are on a more strict diet, like keto or carnivore. That doesn't mean you can't. It just means you need to figure out which high fiber foods fall into your diet.
Right.
And just make sure that you're being really intentional about it, I think is important. Like I said, for that gut protection, I think is really important. Now, you might feel better with less fiber, but then you potentially are also inviting more imbalance into your gut, and or also lowering your immunity. Our gut, they call it a second brain for a lot of reasons, but like you get 80% of your immunity from your gut. So if your gut's imbalanced, you're more likely to be sick and get colds and get viruses. And there's layers to that too. But imbalance of gut often means a low immune system.